What's up guys, and welcome to my Man City FIFA 17 player rating predictions. We're going to go through all the players. This one is a little bit different though, because I'm not actually playing the formation or the lineup that I'd expect Man City to play. I'm just highlighting a few key players that I think are going to have their stats changed. So yeah, a few of the new transfers aren't in here because I just think they're going to stay the same. At the back we got Joe Hart, right now in a lot of transfer issues, and who knows where he's going to end up at next. But yeah, I've kept him at 84 rated because this guy is a top world class keeper, one of the best keepers in the league, one of the best keepers in the world, and it's a shame that he's having all those transfer issues. But yeah, I've kept him exactly the same, but I just don't know where I'll end up. John Stones, obviously not going to play right back. I've kept him as a centre back, but just for the purposes of this. I've actually taken him up from a 77 to a 79, mainly because of his Man City transfer. I think he's a really decent centre back, but I don't really see his stats going up too much. I mean, I've increased his defence a little bit and his dribbling and passing, because his passing is actually phenomenal, so I put that up to 70. But yeah, I don't think he's actually done anything too great yet. He's certainly one for the future. And yeah, it's his time to prove it in this season, and maybe he'll even get a January upgrade. Next we've got Otamendi. Now I've taken him down from a 84 to an 83. Decreased his pace a little bit because I don't think he's as fast as 75. I've also knocked his defence down and his physical down a little bit because he's not the defender we expected he would be. He's absolutely killing it in Spain, and he's just not shone in the way he had over there. He's still decent. He's still like an 83 rated. He's still a decent centre back. But yeah, he's not exactly a company, which brings us on to him next. Now here we have Vincent Kompany. I've actually dropped his pace down a fair bit, but kept his rating the same. This is due to him actually being injured quite a lot last season, and whenever he played though, he was such a key player, keeping them clean sheets and getting them wins. And yeah, and he's just a leader from the back, but it cannot justify going up a rating, but also think it's a bit harsh to drop him down one. I've just knocked his pace down a little bit because he's getting a little bit slower. But yeah, apart from that, I've kept everything the same, and hopefully he stays fit this season. Now next we've got Sane. Yeah, I've put him obviously here just for the purposes of this. I've actually put him into a 79 from a 75. If you actually look at his stats for how old he is, it's absolutely phenomenal. He's actually very similar to Sterling in his first season. In his last season at Liverpool. That's the sort of level that Sane's playing at. So it'll be interesting to see how he performs at Man City, because I actually think Sterling's going to be really decent this year. I've not actually included him in this little squad here, because I think he's going to be fairly consistent. But yeah, Sane, I've increased his shooting quite a bit, passing a little bit, dribbling a little bit, and yeah, I think this guy deserves a 79 rating. Now the first man in the midfield, one of the most creative and biggest prospects in the Premier League, Kevin De Bruyne. I've taken him up from an 86 to an 87 because this guy is deserved. If David Silva last year was an 88, then this guy is easily an 87. He's a world class player. I've increased his pace up to 80. I've increased his shooting at 1, his passing at 1, dribbling at 1. Yeah, basically just put him up in a few little key stats that he excels in. This guy is amazing, and I really hope he is a key man at Man City this year. He could be slowly replacing David Silva, who knows. We'll have to see how David Silva plays, which brings us nicely onto him next. Yep, so here we have David Silva. I've taken him down from an 88 to an 87. Pace down, shooting staying the same. Actually, I've kept his shooting the same, and his passing has gone down a little bit, because this guy, when he was in the lineup for Man City, he was like a man you feared. Like, this guy is gonna create assists, gonna create goals, plays really high up the pitch for a cam, like sort of just a little bit off the striker. And now I feel like now he's just a decent player that he's still a world class player, but he's just not got that same fear that you used to have for him. Mainly because he was stricken with a lot of injury woes, and then when he came back, he just wasn't back to his top form. So maybe he'll back to his top form, I don't know, but I think 87 is actually a fair rating for this guy now. Next man in the midfield, we've got Yaya Toure, taking him down from an 85 to an 83. This guy is getting so slow and so lazy, it is a joke. Yeah, he's also lost. He shoots so rarely. His shot is still amazing, but he shoots so rarely that his shooting is completely unfair at 83. His passing stayed pretty much the same. He's great at that. His defense has got not great. He's only got physicality really. He's not got a great defense about him anymore. So yeah, I've dropped him to an 83 now. That might be a bit controversial, but in my opinion, that's what he's rated now. Now we've got the last man in the midfield, Nolitio. I've actually bumped this guy up to an 83 from an 82 and made him a rare. This guy is so good when actually played correctly. I think he'll fit to the playstyle that Pep Guardiola wants to play. I've actually increased his pace, his shooting, his passing, his dribbling. Because this guy is so underrated. If you actually look at his stats last year, he got amazing stats for Ringer. He got something like 13 goals in La Liga alone, and that's playing for like Celta Vigo, that is like not a great team. So this guy, if deployed correctly at Man City, will be amazing. He could be better than Sterling. I don't see Sane and Sterling taking this guy's place if he plays at top form, because he is actually really that good. So yeah, that completes the midfield. Now starting off the front two, again, not sure if they're going to play this formation. This is just a few player predictions. I've taken Ihenacho up to a 75, could be higher, a rare as well. Last year he was a 70 silver after his January upgrade. I've put this guy up to, he's 75 easy. This guy is he could be one of the world's best in the future. He is just an absolute natural. His ability to make runs is amazing. His dribbling's great, pace, shooting, passing. He's got the full package. Yeah, not much more to say because we need to see how he plays this season, but 75 rated easily in my opinion. And that leaves us with Aguero. Now, I really can't decide what to do with this guy. I really want to put him to an 89. He got upgraded, January upgrade to 88. 89, that is a huge rating, and I think I'm going to have to stay with 88. If he's 89 then fair enough, but it's just the injuries for me. He just cannot stay fit. He's always getting injured. If he was consistent all season, then oh my god, he'd just be top goal scorer in the Prem every single year. But this guy just can't stay fit, so I can only keep him an 88. Yeah, there's not much more to say than this guy. Everybody knows him. Everybody knows how he works. Yeah, it's just a phenomenal player. But yeah, and that concludes the Man City little player predictions lineup we've got here. I hope you've enjoyed. Comment your opinions down below. And that's it. Hope you subscribe.